What's up, motherfucker? Welcome to Easy Money and Sports Betting Show, Wednesday, February 9th, 2022. I'm trying to go back. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Got pretty good slate of games that we'll break down today in the NBA. Talk a little bit of college basketball as well. Talk a little bit about the Super Bowl. Or we 4 days away from the Super Bowl. Should be a great game. Great game between the Bengals and the Rams. I have the Bengals winning that game. We'll get more of that here in just a few. Don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So come join us for that. We're also live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern with GSR Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. That show will be is live. Also on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You can find both those shows, GSR Gonzo Sports Room and Easy Money, a sports betting show, in podcast form on Apple Podcasts, Anchor Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Most places you listen to podcasts, you can find us. Also, we have a new GWR weekly pro wrestling podcast, Gonzo's Wrestling Room. New episode of it drops every Sunday at 9 a.m. We just dropped an episode last Sunday. It was our Royal Rumble recap. We also Tony G gave out his show rankings for last week. Had a great conversation, so make sure you check that out. If you'd like to watch the video version of that, you can find it on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. And so you can find it as a podcast or on YouTube in the video version. So go check that out. Please hit those like, subscribe, share buttons. We greatly appreciate that. Follow us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post everything about our shows, whether it's our daily picks for Easy Money, a sports betting show. Give me 1 second. Yeah, whether it's our it's for Easy Money, a sports betting show, or interview announcements, or just big show announcements. Everything goes to our social media accounts. So follow us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at Gonzo Sports Room. All right, let's get ready to jump into some games. Also, don't forget, go check out our YouTube page. Please hit that subscribe button. A lot of content on there, whether you're a pro wrestling fan, a UFC fan, an NFL fan, NBA fan. You'll find something on there that get your interest. Go check that out. Please hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. Hit that bell so you get notifications of when we're live. That way you'll never miss it. All right, let's get one more thing. Don't forget, this Saturday night, if you're looking for something to do the Saturday night before the Super Bowl, you go check out Thunder and Blunder 2 pro wrestling show. Promoter Walter Buckley has done a hell of a job putting together this show. It's like he's trying to have like the Super Bowl of independent wrestling the night before the NFL Super Bowl. It's going to be in Indianapolis at the Outlaw Arena on Kentucky Avenue. It's going to be a great show. You don't want to miss this show. Yeah, it's going to be an awesome show. So you definitely don't want to miss it. You're going to have Brett Havoc there, Dalton Love, Big Whiskey Jared Kripke, the Ladies Man Mike King, Dex Royal, Del Patricks, Ari Alexander, Charlie Cruel, Blake Money Wright, Jake Oman. The list just going on and on. Jordan James, Rachel Armstrong. I'm not sure about Rachel. I might have spoke ahead of that, but there's like 14, 15 matches scheduled for this card. It's going to be a great show. So if you're a fan of pro wrestling, I highly recommend coming to check that out. This Saturday night, bell times at 6 p.m. Tickets are $15. If you can't get the Indy to watch it, the GSR crew will be there live with the GWR live, doing a live stream of the show. You will be able to watch it on our YouTube and Twitch channels at Gonzo Sports Room. So hey, if you can't get there, we have you covered. Come watch it with us. All right, Let me make sure something here. We'll get ready to. We'll jump. Get ready to jump right into it. Got one more thing I need to check on or need to share real quick, and we'll get right. We'll jump right in. I got like I said, I got a big slate of games today. And also, don't forget next Saturday. I'll go ahead and plug that show. We got another big show for DCCW. Rock and Roll Never Dies. The Rock and Roll Express will be in action for the DCCW tag team titles. Going to be an awesome show. It's in Muncie, Indiana, at the National Guard Armory. Doors open at 6. Bell time is at 7. We'll also be broadcasting that show live as well too. So you're come hang with us and check that out. We greatly appreciate it. All right, let's jump into some NBA. Let's jump into some NBA here. Okay, here we go. NBA time. All right, first game in the NBA we have is the San Antonio Spurs at the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs are 5.5-point favorites at home. They're minus 215 on the money line. The Spurs are plus 180 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 217. The Spurs are 20-34 on the season. And the Cavs are 33-21. The Spurs have lost 16 of their first 25 road games. So the Spurs have not been a good road team at all this season. The Cavs are 12-5-1 ATS their last 18 home games. So the Cavs have been a covering team at home. These teams are teams that have been going in opposite directions. I like the Cavs in this game at the minus 5.5. I just think the Cavs are a better team than the Spurs. Spurs are just not a great team this year, and the Cavs have been playing well. Next game is the Chicago Bulls at the Charlotte Hornets. The Bulls are 2-point favorites on the road, minus 126 on the money line. The Hornets are plus 108 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 237. Uh, Bulls are 33-21 on the season. The Hornets are 28-27 on the season. The Bulls are 5-5 straight up and ATS in their last 10 games. In their last 10 games, they've been 500 straight up and ATS. They're 11-3 straight up as a road favorite, and their defense has been allowing 117 points per game. On the other hand, you have the Hornets, who have lost 5 straight, 4 of them at home. They're 3-7 ATS their last 10, and they're averaging 97 points per game. Uh, they've been in a slump real bad. They went into a shooting slump and been struggling. Uh, just to kind of show you how much of a slump they've been in. On January 28th, the Hornets were averaging 114 points per game, and we're the league's number one scoring team. And over their last five or six games, they're averaging like 97 points per game. So you would think that you think that they would start shooting the ball better here at some point. You would think that that would improve. They would get back to shooting lights out like they were. I like the Bulls at the minus. Uh, well, well for great, I take the Bulls money line. Not even worry about. Don't lose much value. Don't have to worry about somehow ending by a point. The over, the under 237. I like the under. Because like I said, the Hornets have been struggling to score. I know the Hornets don't play defense either, but all right. Next game we have is the Toronto Raptors at the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Raptors are 10-point favorites on the road. They're minus 500 on the money line. OKC is plus 385 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 204.5. The Raptors are 29-23 on the season. The Thunder are 17-36 on the season. The Raptors have won 6 in a row and 7 of their last 8. They do have some depth issues right now. They're playing their top six guys a whole lot. So that's something they're going to have to figure out, or I think they're going to wear out. The Thunder are 32-18-3 ATS. So even though they haven't been winning much, they do cover the spread a lot. Uh, but they are going to be missing their best player, Gilchrist Alexander again. It sounds like he's still going to be out a few more games. I like the Raptors here. Man, I hate giving up double digit points. I'm gonna go. This game I'm probably going to stay away from. I'll lean more toward the over the 204.5 in this game. Next game we have is the Los Angeles Lakers at the Portland Trailblazers. These are two teams moving in well, kind of opposite directions. I don't think the Lakers are that great of a team either. I don't think the Lakers are going to make that deep run in the playoffs myself, but that's just me personally. Uh, the Lakers are 9-point favorites for minus 420 on the money line. Trailblazers are plus 330 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 223.5. The Lakers are 26-28 on the season. The Trailblazers are 21-33. This will be a second game of a back-to-back for the Lakers. They average 110 points per game. Trailblazers is also a second game of a back-to-back for them. They have no Lillard. He's out for a season with the injury. They just traded McCollum yesterday. We'll talk more about that tonight on GSR Gonzo Sports Room at 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to tune in to that live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So the Trailblazers have basically got rid of probably over at least 50% of their scoring. I like the Lakers to win this game tonight. Uh, not enough to lay 9 points. So Lakers aren't a great team either, but I mean the Trailblazers just aren't going to have trouble getting offense. I believe. Uh, I like the under the 223.5 in this game. Now, like I said, I like the Lakers to win the game. I just don't know if I'd want to lay 9 points. Uh, we'll see when I give out my picks today if I decide to lay the 9. But man, I do. I think the Lakers win this game for sure. But there's no value at taking it at the minus 450 on the money line. None at all. If you're going to take a side with the Lakers, you got to give up the 9. Uh, I do like the under the 223.5 because I don't know where the Trailblazers are going to get their offense from. This is a game I'll be keeping an eye. I'll probably watch tonight. This will be pretty good game. Is you have the Golden State Warriors at the Utah Jazz. The Jazz are actually 1.5-point favorites in this game. They're minus 118 on the money line. The Warriors are plus $1 on the money line. Over under on this game is set at 224.5. The Warriors are 41-13 on the season. They're on a 9-game winning streak. They lost a couple games there when Clay came back. I think they were just finding their chemistry and how he was going to fit in. And then now they've hit a roll, and Clay and Steph have both been playing good ball, and they're getting healthier as they're getting some of their guys back. The Jazz have been bad on injuries. I mean, they've had a lot of injuries. They won 18 but they have won 18 of the first 28 road games, or excuse me, home games. So they are tough at home. They've been bad on injuries with Ingles being out for the year. Bogdanovich has been bad on injuries. So they've had some guys out, which is the reason that they kind of evened out a little bit. But I like the Warriors in this game as road underdogs on the money line for plus $1. Next game is the Minnesota Timberwolves at the Sacramento Kings. Uh, Timberwolves are 9-point favorites on the road. They're minus 430 on the money line. The Kings are plus 340 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 235. So the Timberwolves are 28-25. The Kings are 20-35. So T Wolves have been on a different direction than what the Kings have. This is a second game of a back-to-back for the Timberwolves. They're 4-1 ATS their last 5 games. They're on a 4-game winning streak, and they also average 112 points per game. The Kings, De'Aaron Fox is expected to play. That'll be a good pickup or boost for the Kings. Plus, Kings just made a big trade too. I don't know if the guys are there yet, but the Kings traded for Sabonis, Justin Holiday, and Jeremy Lamb. And Indiana Pacers got Halliburton, Hield, and Tristan Thompson. So they're lot. So the lineup is going to look different for today. Well, I would assume them guys are there today. If not, next game. But the lineup's getting ready to look a lot. Either way, the lineup's going to look a lot different today for the Kings because they're not going to have Halliburton, Hield, or Thompson. Uh, I like the Timberwolves in this game. Not enough to give up 9 points. Uh, I do like the under the 235 in this game. All right, yep, I believe that is all of the NBA basketball games for today. Let's take a look at a little bit of college basketball. There's a couple of college basketball games that I like today that we'll talk about, and then we'll talk about a few other ones as well. One game we got Georgia versus Florida tonight. Florida's a 15-point favorite, minus 1,500 on the money line. Uh, Georgia is plus 860 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 143.5. Love Florida to win the game. Not enough to lay the 15 points. Uh, I would go the I would go with the under the 143.5 in this game. The game I like, I wanted to talk about playing tonight. You have Houston at SMU. Houston's a 7-point favorite on the road. They're minus 300 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 135.5. I think it's going to be a good game. Houston is 20-2 on the season. SMU is 16-5. Houston's coming off of 80-58 win over Cincinnati. SMU is 7-2 in league play. They did lose to Cincinnati a couple weeks ago by 16 points. I like Houston here in this game at the -7. Money line's too expensive. I like Houston here at the -7. Uh, Another game I like is Ohio State at Rutgers. Ohio State is 2.5 point favorites on the road. They are minus 142 on the money line. Rutgers is plus 118 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 135. Ohio State's 14-5. Rutgers is 13-9. Uh, Ohio State's sixth in the nation in offense efficiency, according to KenPom, and they've been pretty solid this season. Rutgers is a team that depends on where you play them at. They're a fully different team on the road than they are at home. They're 7-5 in Big Ten play, and they have been good at home. I like Rutgers here as the home dog uh, at plus 118 on the money line. See what other big games do we have on here tonight. Them were the two games that really stood out to me that really liked. Like I said, the Georgia and Florida game. Florida is a big favorite. Most of your other games are real big spreads. George Washington, UMass is your next shortest spread at 8 points, and well, you got Gardner Webb and Campbell at 2.5 points. Eastern Kentucky and Jacksonville are at 3.5 points. We really don't have none of the bigger schools after that. Let's take a look at some of the hockey games tonight. Because you have the Detroit Red Wings at the Philadelphia Flyers. The Flyers are minus 1.5 on the puck line, minus 114 money line. The Red Wings are minus 105 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 6. I lean toward the Flyers in this game. The Chicago Blackhawks at the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers are minus 1.5 on the puck line, minus 184 money line. The Blackhawks are plus 150 on the money line. Over unders at 6.5. Then you have the Nashville Predators at the Dallas Stars. The Stars are minus 1.5 on the puck line, minus 111 money line. The Predators are minus 110 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 5.5. I like the Dallas Stars money line in this game. Then we have the Vegas Golden Knights at the Calgary Flames. The Flames are 1.5 point favorites on the puck line, minus 134 money line. The Golden Knights are plus 112 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 6. We have the Arizona Coyotes against the Seattle Kraken. Kraken are minus 1.5 on the puck line, minus 230 money line. The Coyotes are minus 188 money line. Over under for this game is set at 6. New York Islanders at the Vancouver Canucks. The Islanders are minus 1.5 on the puck line, minus 132 on the money line. Canucks are plus 110 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 5. All right, that looks like that's pretty much the rest of the games that we have on the slate of games today. Let's talk a little bit about the Super Bowl. Super Bowl Rams and Bengals still holding that 4 points. Rams are still 4 point favorites. It's been right around 4. You have to see it go up to 4.5 at one time. It was very low, and it was right back down to the 4. It's been at 4 since basically almost 2 weeks now. Over under is at 48.5. I like the Bengals in this game. I think I've said it on the last couple of shows, last few days this week, is that because of Joey Burrow, I just there's something about him that he gets his teammates to believe that they're going to win, and that can be a powerful thing. Bengals defense is uh, secondary stepped up last game. They're going to step up again. I think the key's going to be can the offensive line keep Von Miller and Aaron Donald from wrecking this game. Von Miller and Aaron Donald are able to wreck this game and just be going off on Joe Burrow all day. Bengals are in for a long fucking game. They're in for a real long game if that's what happens. Uh, I mean, we've seen Joey Burrow get sacked 9 times. We saw a man get sacked 9 times in one game. Actually, 11 in that game, but 2 of them were taken off the penalty. And somehow he still willed he still was able to stay in there and make the throws when he had to and will his team to a victory. And even against Kansas City, yeah, he didn't get sacked near as many times. But look, there was a couple times they had him dead to rights, should have had him down for a sack, and somehow he broke free, was able to get outside, use his legs, and make a play, or make a throw down the field down the field. So I mean, he's sometimes you get to him, and he's still able to make something out of it. So I lean or not really lean. I like the Bengals in this game, but I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of either team. I'm an Indianapolis Colts fan. It wouldn't bother me. It's not going to bother me who wins the game. I kind of like to see Stafford get a Super Bowl just because I've always thought he was a great quarterback. He was stuck in Detroit, so he kind of got through in that category of he's a guy that just puts up good regular season numbers, but he's not a winner. I think he's showing this year that he can be a winner and he can make plays when the game is on the line. When he has put some guys around him and the coaching staff that they know what they're doing as well. All right, before we get out of here for today, let's get some. We'll get to my picks of the day. All right. The picks of the day for today are I like the Cleveland Cavaliers -5.5 over the Spurs. I like the Chicago Bulls money line over the Charlotte Hornets. I also like for the Bulls Hornets under 237. I like the Lakers -9. I'm going to go ahead and give up 9 points. I like the Golden State Warriors money line. And then I like college basketball Houston -7 over SMU and Rutgers money line against Ohio State. So to recap, I have the Cleveland Cavaliers -5.5 over the Spurs, the Bulls money line over the Hornets and Bulls under 237, Lakers -9 over the Trailblazers, the Warriors money line against the Utah Jazz, and then Houston -7 and Rutgers money line in college basketball. Those are my picks today. I'll get those posted on our social media account here in just a few. All right. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Don't forget, you can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Also, we have GSR Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. It's live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Also live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, and we'll be live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you join us for that. Also, don't forget, you can find both GSR and Easy Money, a sports betting show, in podcast form on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. Most places you listen to podcasts. You pro wrestling podcast out at GWR. It's a weekly pro wrestling podcast. New episode drops every Sunday at 9 a.m. We just dropped our 3rd episode last Sunday. It was a great episode. We talked about we done a Royal Rumble recap. Tony G gave out his picks or his weekly show rankings for the TV shows. Talk some independent wrestling. So go check that out. Also, you can find that a video version of the Gonzo Wrestling Room weekly pro wrestling podcast on YouTube. So you can find it on all the podcast platforms or on YouTube, either if you'd rather listen to audio or watch the video. So we got both options covered for you. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. That's where we post all the information about all of our shows, whether it's our daily sports betting picks from Easy Money, a sports betting show, or if it's just a big interview announcement, which we just had a big interview on Monday as the ladies' man Mike King was in studio. If you haven't got a chance to watch that yet, you can find it on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Go back, watch that. You won't be disappointed. Great interview. Subscribe to our YouTube page. Hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. Hit that bell so you get notifications of when we're live, so you never miss out on one of our live shows. Check out our merch store, streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports/merch. Just dropped a new Easy Money shirt on Saturday. Go check it out. Order you one today. We greatly appreciate it. We also have a donation page at that same link. If you'd like to donate to the show to help the show grow, we'd greatly appreciate that as well. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. We will see you guys tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, for GSR Gonzo Sports Room. Hope you have a great day, getting closer to the weekend and closer to Super Bowl Sunday. Hope you guys have a great evening. Hope to see you tonight at 7. If not, we'll see you guys back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern for Easy Money, a sports betting show. Have a great day. Peace.